Excel 95, the Hall of Tortured Souls. Excel 95 had a Doom clone hidden inside it. Open a blank worksheet, scroll to row 95, select the whole row, press Tab to land on column B, then open Help and click About Microsoft Excel. Hold Ctrl, Alt, and Shift and click the Tech Support button. A window titled Hall of Tortured Souls opens. You walk around a 3D level with arrow keys. Facing the back wall and typing Excel KFA, a parody of the Doom cheat IDKFA, dissolves it, revealing a zigzag bridge leading to photos of the Excel dev team. The name and the dark imagery accidentally fueled the late 90s chain emails claiming Bill Gates was the Antichrist. The Excel team built a goof. The internet built a religion. Windows 95, the hidden developer credits. Windows 95 had the most elaborate Easter egg ever shipped in an operating system, and you triggered it by renaming a folder. Right-click Desktop, New Folder, then rename it 3 times in this exact sequence. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Then, we proudly present for your viewing pleasure, then the Microsoft Windows 95 product team, and then open the folder. A blue cloud sky fills the window, a MIDI track plays, and 677 developer names scroll for 12 straight minutes. A second hidden credits screen sat undiscovered inside Windows 95 Internet Mail for 25 years, until a hacker called Albacore pulled it out in 2020 by typing Mortimer. Word 2.0, Spiff. Word 2.0 hid a monster-bashing animation called Spiff. Open Word, go to Tools, Macro, and name it exactly Spiff. Click Edit, and in the macro editor, delete everything. Close it, and click Yes when asked if you want to keep the changes. Then open Help, About, and click the word logo once. A short animation starts playing where small person-like figures start running and eventually beat the monster that was holding a sign saying WP, which stands for Word Perfect. After that, developer credits started rolling. Excel 97, Flight Simulator. Excel 97 took the same idea and went bigger. Press F5 to open the Go To dialog. Type X97 to L97, hit OK, then press Tab once. Hold Ctrl and Shift while clicking the chart wizard icon. A 3D first-person flight engine launches inside Excel. You fly with the mouse over a purple landscape until you find a black monolith, and the names of the Excel 97 team scroll down the side of it. Flight Simulator 98 was in development at the time. The Excel team apparently couldn't help themselves. Windows 95, Hover Game. Hover was a bumper cars game bundled with the CD version of Windows 95. On the title screen, holding Ctrl and Shift and typing IBMAB, which is the codename Bambi spelled backwards, unlocked free movement. You could drive behind the starting wall into a hidden photo gallery of the dev team. One name in there was Stan Leopard, working on his first game soundtrack. He'd later compose the welcome music in Windows XP and a lot more. Minesweeper, the xyzzy cheat. Minesweeper had a cheat code, and to use it you typed the word xyzzy in the game window, then pressed Shift and Enter together. After that, the top left pixel of your monitor turned into a mine detector. White if your cursor was over a safe square, black if it was over a mine. The catch was that the pixel sat on your desktop wallpaper, so to actually see it, Minesweeper shouldn't be maximized. Robert Donner added it so a friend of his could fake being psychic. Solitaire, the windscreen cheat. Microsoft Solitaire was written by an intern named Wes Cherry in the summer of 1988 in his spare time, while he was supposed to be studying for college finals. He uploaded it to an internal Microsoft server called Bogus Software, where developers shared joke projects. A program manager spotted it and shipped it inside Windows 3.0. Cherry got paid 0 royalties on what became one of the most used pieces of software in history. There was a force win cheat, press Alt, Shift, and 2 in the cards cascade as if you'd actually won. Bill Gates personally tested the game before launch and complained the rules were too hard.
Bill Gates got a shot at it. His biggest complaint was that Solitaire was too hard to win.
Cherry also built a boss key into the original version, a button that would instantly cover the screen with a fake Excel spreadsheet so you could pretend to be working. Microsoft made him remove it before launch. Word 97, Pinball. Word 97 had a working pinball game hidden inside it. Open a blank document, type the word blue, select it, and use format font to make it bold and blue. Add 1 space after it, open Help, About Microsoft Word, hold Ctrl and Shift, and click the word banner. A pinball table launches, with Z and M as the flippers, and a faux LED scoreboard scrolling the names of the team. Word 97 also hid a separate developer credits screen that no one found for 29 years. Excel 2000, Dev Hunter. Excel 2000 hid an entire driving game called Dev Hunter, and the activation was so absurd you couldn't even trigger it from Excel directly. You had to save your worksheet as a web page, open it in Internet Explorer, navigate inside the embed to row 2000 column WC, and only then click the Office logo with Shift, Control, and Alt held. A Spy Hunter clone launched in full screen. The mission text said Bill Gates' cronies had taken over the highways of Seattle, and your job was to run them down. Microsoft killed it in the next service pack. Dev Hunter was the last 3D game Microsoft ever shipped inside an Office product. Windows 3.1, the Program Manager Bear. Windows 3.1 shipped in 1992 with a hidden mascot called the Microsoft Bear. To find him, you opened Program Manager, clicked Help, then About, while holding Ctrl-Alt and Shift the entire time, and double-clicked the colored squares in the Windows logo. After a few clicks, the dialogue cycled through Bill Gates, Steve Ballmer, Brad Silverberg, and finally a cartoon bear rolling credits for the entire 240-name dev team. The bear's icon later got baked into a real Windows file called jdbgmgr.exe, which fueled a chain email panic in the early 2000s, convincing people it was a virus. It wasn't. It was a teddy bear. Windows XP, Bush hid the facts. Windows XP Notepad had a bug that the internet turned into a conspiracy theory. Type Bush hid the facts into Notepad, save it, close it, reopen it, and the text turns into blank squares. It wasn't intentional. Notepad's encoding detection algorithm failed on any sentence with a 4335 word structure. Cute Cat Ate Pizza does the exact same thing. It just happened to be George W. Bush's presidency, post 9/11, and the phrase fit perfectly. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong algorithm. Windows 98, hidden credits screen. On Windows 98, if you open Date and Time Properties, click the Time Zone tab and drag the cursor across the world map between these 3 points, Memphis, Egypt, Memphis, Tennessee, and Redmond, Washington. The screen burst into a credits roll, showing the list of the whole Windows 98 team. Memphis was Windows 98's development codename, and on a real map, the ancient city of Memphis in Egypt sits right next to Cairo, which happened to be Microsoft's codename for a planned Windows version that never shipped. The third point, Redmond, Washington, is Microsoft's headquarters. A year later, Windows 98 Second Edition removed the world map entirely, which moved the egg to a different control panel. They didn't kill it, they relocated it. To access it, you'd go to Windows folder, Application Data, Microsoft, Welcome, then create a shortcut of the file called Well Data and rename that shortcut to Welcome. Right-click it, go to Properties, and at the end of the target line, type "You are a real rascal" and select to run Minimized, Apply, then Close, and finally run the file. It displays the same exact credit screen as in the previous version. Windows 98, Eject PC. In the Windows 98 First Edition, if you go to Calculator Properties, click Change Icon, and then double-click the icon, in the Start menu, a strange Eject PC option would appear, and if you click on it, nothing happens, it just disappears. That's because it's not really an Easter egg, it's a bug. It was a function meant for laptops with docking stations. On a desktop, it has nothing to eject, so it just vanishes. The 3D Developer Credits Room. Windows NT 4.0 hid its dev team inside a screensaver. You'd go to Display Properties, then Screensaver, choose 3D Text, and you'd go to Settings and typed "Not Evil" as the message. The screensaver dropped the text and started scrolling the names of the entire NT team in 3D. Typing "I love NT," which had worked in earlier NT versions, just returned the response "Good." Other phrases unlocked random lists. Volcano got you US volcanoes. Beer got you breweries. Rock got you bands. The same screensaver pack also hid the Utah teapot. Set 3D pipes to mixed joints and a teapot randomly appears. It's a 1975 computer graphics icon that every OpenGL developer recognized, an inside joke most users never got. Space Cadet Pinball, hidden cheats. 3D Pinball Space Cadet had a debug mode you triggered by typing "Hidden Test" on the launch screen. Once active, you could drag the ball around with the mouse, instantly bump your rank with R, or jump to 1,000,000,000 points with H. There were also pre-game word cheats, type Gmax for permanent gravity well, or Bmax for unlimited balls, and a lot more. Microsoft cut Pinball from Vista, blaming a 64-bit collision bug they couldn't fix in time. Internet Explorer, hidden credits. Internet Explorer 4 had one of the most absurd activation sequences ever shipped. You opened Help, About Internet Explorer, held Control, and dragged the small E icon onto the spinning globe. The title text started moving. Then you held Control and Shift and dragged the E to the right, pushing the title off screen, which revealed a hidden unlock button. Click it. The globe started shaking. Hold Control and Shift, drag the E onto the globe one more time, and the camera zoomed in to play the dev team credits. There were smaller jokes too. Typing about Mozilla into the IE address bar returned a blank blue page. Netscape apparently caused blue screens.